Hi, I'm Dan John. Parker Burns and I were talking about the 5-3-1 program today. And what he's finding is that he's struggling a little bit with two of the lifts. Well, it got me thinking, and it's something I want to share with you. I talk about the push, pull, hinge, squat, loaded carry, and then the six movement. We all know that. Three of them, the push, the pull, and the squat, are what we call the bodybuilding movement, the hypertrophy movements, the basic strength training movements. You know, those three movements, the push, the pull, and the squat, are all helped by doing more reps. Those seem to get better with volume. Now, obviously, when you're preparing for the nationals, the worlds, or a program, you're going to want to back down. But for many young lifters, they need volume in the push, the pull, and the squat. And that's why I always argue that those three numbers should be the exact same in a workout. If you're going to do 10 sets of 10 in the bench press and the incline, then you have to do 200 squats that day too for your workout. I feel that's a lot of squats. Now the funny thing is, those other two movements, the hinge and the loaded carry family, see, I use the hinge. The standing long jump is a hinge with acceleration to measure any program. If your standing long jump is going up, I don't care what you're doing, you're right. So if your standing long jump went up by doing deadlifts, you're right, it's working. Your standing long jump went up by doing yoga, you're right, it's working. So with the hinge and then its cousin, its little friend over here, the loaded carry, I measure with the farmer walk. If your farmer walk with body weight, use a trap bar, take your body weight, go for a walk. Anybody over 205, just use 225. If your farmer walk with a trap bar with 225 goes farther, whatever training you are doing is right. Now remember, there's two sides of it. I want you to always test that standing long jump, and I always want you to test the farmer walk. But the point is important here. The push, the pull, and the squat, you need volume. You need traditional bodybuilding hypertrophy strength work. With the hinge and the farmer walk, the loaded carry family, you can kind of sit back at times and say, I improved my standing long jump, which I personally did, by becoming an Olympic lifter. I put on 40 pounds and increased my standing long jump remarkably, okay? It was almost 2 feet as I recall. Well, obviously Olympic lifting worked for me. It also increased my deadlift magically too. So obviously Olympic lifting, in my case, helped my hinge, but I was a terrible squatter. So to improve my squat, I needed hours under the squat rack. So remember that. Push, pull, squat, you've got to train those with more volume. Hinge, loaded carry, you use those as tests. If you're doing a 10,000 swing challenge and your standing long jump goes down, and I don't know how that would happen, but it wasn't a good program for you for whatever reason. All right? A little convoluted because I'm still working on it. I'm Dan John, danjohn.net. Thank you.